today's news, President ratifies Gang Crimes and Other Dangerous Crimes Act. Immigration officers begin using body-worn cameras. And tourist arrivals increase by 8%.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to MMTV News in English with me, Mariam Milza Masood. The Prevention of Gang and Other Serious Offences Act has officially come into effect on May 25, 2025, following ratification by President Dr. Mohamed Muiz. The new legislation is a significant step in the government's broader strategy to tackle gang-related crime and serious organised offences across the country. First announced by President Dr. Muiz in November 2024, the Act is part of a wider effort to confront what he described as a deeply intertwined relationship between drug use and violent crime. The President noted that while previous legislation on gang activity existed, it lacked the strength and scope needed to address the growing challenges faced by communities. Passed by Parliament on May 15, 2025, the new law introduces a comprehensive framework for prevention, enforcement and rehabilitation. It clearly defines offences related to gang activity and organised crime, strengthens law enforcement powers and includes a specific focus on protecting children from gang recruitment. Key provisions of the Act include judicial identification of gangs and their affiliates to limit their influence, confiscation of illicit wealth and assets acquired through gang activity or serious crime, criminalisation of financial support to gangs, use of covert operations and controlled deliveries to disrupt gang networks, measures to shield children from being drawn into gangs, monitoring of high-risk individuals including electronic tagging under MONICON order, establishment of structured offender supervision and rehabilitation systems. The new Act seeks to address the shortcomings of previous legislation through a more focused and enforceable legal framework. President Dr. Mohamed Muiz pays a second visit to the Maldives Expo 2025 on Saturday night, taking time to engage with exhibitors and visit stalls he was unable to cover during the opening night on Friday. He was accompanied by the First Lady, Madam Sajida Mohammed.
This year's Expo features a dedicated exhibition space showcasing a wide array of skills, craftsmanship, and creative talent. The event has been organized into distinct zones, including a zone dedicated to the creative economy, a digital and innovation zone, an entertainment zone, and a market zone. Exhibitors are participating across 14 main categories and 82 subcategories. Speaking to local media at the event, President Dr. Muiz highlighted the importance of supporting creative industries and announced his intention to declare 2026 as a year dedicated to creativity. He said discussions on the initiative have already begun with Minister of Economic Development and Trade Mohammed Saeed to explore concrete steps and expand opportunities in the sector. The President also reaffirmed his pledge to grow the creative economy to 15% of national GDP by 2030, noting that the goal could be reached ahead of schedule. Emphasizing the government's role in enabling this growth, the President highlighted efforts to establish a national payment gateway and implement seller account systems. While acknowledging existing initiatives such as Authentic Maldives, the President also highlighted the need to develop broader and more inclusive platforms to support creative entrepreneurs across both digital and physical spaces. The President expressed his appreciation for the efforts of Expo participants and affirmed that the government remains committed to fostering both personal and national economic growth through creative work.
President Dr. Mohamed Muiz has declared his intention to designate the upcoming year as the Year of National Innovation. The President made this statement during his second visit to the Divahinge Ufedun Tarikamuge Maurus 2025. He emphasized that the initiative would focus on creating meaningful opportunities to boost productivity across the country. In particular, he highlighted that this effort aligns with a pledge in the administration's manifesto, the development of a creative economy. As part of the initiative, President Dr. Muiz stated that the government aims to expand the creative industry's contribution to the national economy to 15% of GDP by 2030. The President underlined the government's commitment to supporting individuals and businesses in showcasing their productivity. This includes offering assistance in digitizing products and services, as well as facilitating the distribution of goods across various regions of the Maldives. Commenting on the current exhibition, President Dr. Mohammad Muiz expressed optimism about its success, describing it as a significant milestone. He noted that its reopening after a period of interruption marks a promising beginning and provides a valuable platform to assess public reception of such national initiatives. President Dr. Muiz had made the decision for the organization of the Divehinge Ofedun Therikamuge Maurus 2025 on May 19, 2024. This event, approved on the advice of the Cabinet, is being jointly organized by the Ministry of Economic Development and Trade and the Business Center Corporation, BCC. Officers of Maldives Immigration have commenced the use of body cameras as part of the specialized operation currently underway in Male. This initiative, undertaken under the directive of President Dr. Mohammad Muiz, is aimed at inspecting residences inhabited by foreign nationals and identifying individuals residing in the Maldives without legal authorization. The operation further extends to the inspection of food preparation establishments suspected of posing risks to public health and safety. In the course of the operation, immigration authorities conducted a search in Hurumala Phase 1 yesterday, which led to the apprehension of 3 foreign nationals believed to be residing in the country without valid documentation. The principal objective of the operation is to provide an expedient and effective resolution to the persistent issue of unlawful immigration. The campaign seeks to minimize public health threats, safeguard national security, and uphold the rule of law through the enforcement of the Immigration Act and the prosecution of offenders. The deployment of body cameras serves to strengthen operational transparency and accountability, representing a significant advancement in the country's efforts to ensure the lawful and secure management of immigration affairs. We'll see you soon after a short break.
In here today.
Of course, bro. It's the kickoff. It's the new Premier League season. I'll be ready. Get loud. This is new faces, latest drip, and fresh trims. It's time to believe the greatest league in the world is back.
Brought to you by MediaNet.
Kafa, tiga pocket ennetan no kontaga phone lani. Kafa passport atung ifangani ko gillijiayo. Kafe kanita dani foshi gillijiayo.
Kokko hasnuwe kafe dani hajjan umra plan nagag. Konkamaka kafa haswamvi. Ituru malumat Elite mobile app adi myelite.mv.
Elite Ailaya Marhaba.
Welcome back. Information sessions for Maldivian pilgrims traveling for Hajj this year have officially commenced, with the first session held at the Islamic Center's meeting hall on Saturday. These annual sessions are a mandatory part of the preparation process for all pilgrims departing from the Maldives. The first session was conducted for the initial group of pilgrims scheduled to depart on Monday. The event was attended by the Minister of Islamic Affairs, Dr. Muhammad Shahim Ali Saeed, and the Managing Director of Maldives Hajj Corporation, Muhammad Shakil. During the session, officials briefed participants on key aspects of the pilgrimage, including the pillars of Hajj, important rituals, and general guidance on what to expect throughout the journey. Special attention was given to health precautions to observe during the pilgrimage. Hajj Corporation Managing Director Muhammad Shakil advised pilgrims to be mindful of the laws and regulations in Saudi Arabia and urged them to remain patient throughout the Hajj experience. He also encouraged attendees to show respect and cooperation to staff and volunteers assisting them. A total of 1,000 Maldivians are expected to perform Hajj this year. For the convenience of pilgrims, a dedicated bus service has been arranged from Male and Hurumala to Velana International Airport. The newly completed Muli Airport received its first flight yesterday. Officially inaugurated on May 20th by President Dr. Mohammad Muiz, the airport is operated by Regional Airports Company Limited. It is poised to play a pivotal role in enhancing connectivity and supporting the socio-economic advancement of Meme Atoll. In a statement released today, regional airports expressed its pride in the successful arrival of the inaugural scheduled flight, highlighting it as a major achievement in the airport's operational timeline. The company also confirmed that regular commercial services will commence immediately, with weekly flights scheduled every Saturday. Departures from Belana International Airport in Male will take place at 3:30, with return flights from Muli Airport set to depart at 4:45. To mark the occasion, passengers aboard the first flight were presented with commemorative gifts, lending a festive spirit to the landmark event. The airport's first test flight was conducted earlier on 25th April, shortly after construction works were completed. In preparation for the commencement of commercial operations, regional airports have extended invitations to the nation's primary domestic carriers, Maldivian, Villa Air and Manta Air, to begin services to and from the new airport. Muli Airport is equipped with a 1,500-meter long and 30-meter wide runway, purpose-built to handle domestic flights with a full suite of modern facilities. The construction project was carried out by the Maldives Transport and Contracting Company MTCC, involving the dredging of 36 hectares of land. The project entailed an investment exceeding MVR 500 million. The Maldives records a notable 8% year-on-year increase in tourist arrivals as of May 20, 2025, signaling continued growth for the country's tourism industry.
Monthly data show a strong rebound in April and May. April 2025 saw a 17.8% rise in tourist arrivals compared to April 2024, while arrivals from May 1st to 20th rose by 12.2%. Although February recorded a slight decline of 1.5%, the overall upward trend suggests growing confidence and demand in the Maldives as a travel destination. As of 20th May, resorts accounted for over 71% of all tourist stays, with 657,289 arrivals. Guest houses followed with 23.3% share, while safari vessels and hotels accounted for smaller proportions at 2.5 and 2.9% respectively. The country's operational bed capacity stands at 63,162, with 1,198 facilities open to guests across various islands and atolls. China reclaimed its position as the Maldives' largest source market, with 107,544 arrivals so far in 2025, maintaining its lead from the same period last year. Russia followed closely, with 99,681 visitors, rising to second place and overtaking the United Kingdom, which dropped to third with 94,671 arrivals. Italy, with 80,423 arrivals, moved up to fourth, surpassing Germany, which ranked fifth with 71,005 visitors. With a strong start to the year, the government of Maldives is targeting 2.3 million tourist arrivals in 2025. Contributing to this ambition are recent developments such as the launch of direct flights to Chinese cities by the national airline Maldivian, increasing focus on expanding access to European markets, and the anticipated opening of the new terminal at Belana International Airport in October 2025.
The Bank of Maldives BML has extended its self-service ATM network to 10 additional islands in Shavian Atoll. This latest development forms part of the bank's Muli Raja BML ATM program, which aims to equip every inhabited island in the Maldives with vital banking infrastructure. With this expansion, BML has installed self-service ATM facilities on 37 islands so far this year, with a target of reaching all inhabited islands by the end of 2025. The initiative is central to the bank's broader strategy to decentralize banking services and minimize the need for customers to travel to branch offices. By bringing banking facilities closer to home, BML seems to enhance financial inclusion, particularly in remote and undeserved communities. Speaking about the rollout, BML's Chief Executive Officer and Managing Director Muhammad Sharif commended the swift implementation of the program and attributed its success to the dedication and hard work of the bank's employees. He stated that the initiative delivers essential financial services directly to local communities and expressed pride in the positive impact it is having particularly in the outer atolls where access has traditionally been limited. Sharif also highlighted a marked increase in ATM usage outside the capital Male. According to BML, over MBR 1.45 million has been deposited through ATMs located in the atolls so far this year, underlining the growing reliance on decentralized banking infrastructure to meet the financial needs of island communities. President Dr. Mohammed Muiz officially inaugurated the expansion of BML's ATM services during a ceremony at the President's office on 7 November 2024. During the event, a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) was signed between the Ministry of Economic Development and Trade and the Bank of Maldives to facilitate the provision of ATM services to every island in the country. BML currently operates 39 branches across all 20 atolls, supported by 133 self-service banking centers and a nationwide network of 188 ATMs. These are further bolstered by extensive agent banking services and a growing range of digital banking platforms. That's all the news we have for today. Thank you for watching and have a pleasant day.